Glad I hear I'm in the right place. Yeah, he is vulnerable this year, but for those of you who don't know me, because I am on the other side of the bay, 5 years ago I had no idea that I'd be running for Congress, but when I started actually doing something many congressional leaders don't do anymore, it changed my life. I started actually reading legislation. I cut my teeth on the health care bill, and I got 500 pages out of the 2,700 pages read before my wife outlawed me from speaking in public or in the home about health care, Obama, the Democratically led government. And the reason was I couldn't do it at a level that wasn't scaring our children. But I'm running on a platform which will be familiar to all of you, that will be an excitement point for all of you, and that is I'm running on an idea of fiscally sound principles financially, constitutionally limited government, and free markets. Just to give you an idea of what an anti-Pete Stark candidate I am, I wrote him a letter about the proposal that's going through Congress right now, that if we can't pass a budget in Congress, the congressional leaders shouldn't be paid until we do. You're in agreement, right? He responded to me yesterday, and in it he mentioned that he doesn't support the legislation because he doesn't feel that it's important or critical for Congress to pass a budget in order to effectively run the government. He's also the one that's been noted for saying that the Constitution does nothing to prevent our elected leaders from doing anything they want. Now, as Tea Partiers, that should make you all sick in your stomachs, but the good news is he is vulnerable this year. We are running in a district where it's 49% Democrat, it's 23% Republican, and on the surface you may think, how can you come up against those odds and win? I'm running as a conservative independent, and the Tea Party values run deep within me. And what you will find is there are 51% of the people in our district that aren't registered as Democrats, so that's the direction I'm going. There are 2 Democrats, no Republicans, 1 conservative independent. This year, if we can pull this off, it looks like we can actually take the #1 spot in the primaries, which will be national news. If we can do that, we will send shockwaves across the country that it is now time. The citizens are coming back. We want our country. We want the representation of representative government replaced in Washington with those career politicians taking the retirement path and moving on and leaving us the heck alone. Now, I know that Chris Pareja is hard to spell, but you can visit my website. It's chrispareja.com. If you can't get there that way, PeteStarkMustGo.com works too. That's where you can donate. You can learn more about me, learn more about Pete, and you can get the word out that we're coming to take our country back in 2012. Thank you for your time.
Great, thanks, Chris.